Alright, well, this is Grim Dawn. Yes, I am at level 21 already. This is a Diablo style game. We put it at the difficulty as normal, but I put it on veteran because it was still a little too easy. So we'll see how veteran works. I am using a demolition class, very ranged guns, that kind of stuff. So this is definitely very, very, very Diablo-like, with a little bit more mechanics as far as the leveling system and whatnot. It's a pretty cool game so far. Um, I haven't gotten too far into it, so you're not going to miss out much from the beginning. So let's go ahead and get into this and see how it works. This is going to be recorded live, so you might hear some conversation between me and a few people in the chat, but that's all right. So let's go ahead and go. All right, so see the veteran difficulty. So we got it on normal. It won't let me go to elite or ultimate because you got to beat the other one beforehand. This one says that it is for experienced ARPG players, which I consider myself one. I've played plenty of Diablo in the past, and Torchlight, and Dungeon Siege, and all those other games in the past. So we're going to be doing veteran, see how it works. If it's a little too hardcore, then I might just knock it off, but we'll see. But as far as we're going, we are playing it on veteran, normal difficulty. I was already working on a quest, so we're gonna go back to where I left off and try to finish it up. We're after this warden that apparently is part of some kind of experiments that went down into went down from the prison. So this game is set post-apocalyptic. As far as the story so far is very. I haven't gotten too far into the story, so I'm not exactly sure what all is going on, except for these ethereals or something. I don't know. I guess I'll find out as. I guess you'll find out as I find out. I've really been digging the guns. Like I said, the game seemed a little too easy, so it's still not seeming like it's too difficult. Do get a little bit of an experience boost for playing it on veteran, but it was literally holy crap. Yeah, that is definitely different. Oh man, it's my first death. Definitely have to readjust the readjust the play style on this one. Underground transit. Like I said, we'll see how holy shit how it works. And sorry for the language. If it offends you, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is definitely yeah. Not sure if this is worth the 10% experience boost. Yeah, they're definitely taking more to kill. But it seems that your life is a little different in this one than it would be from your typical Diablo type game. Oh, I need to turn on my buffs. I guess that would be. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad so far. it hurts, but the life regen that I have is pretty crazy. So it definitely refills a lot faster than I think. Not that I think that it should, but it refills a lot faster than I was expecting it to be at level 30 or level 21. I'm sorry. So I am going to be recording these in about 20, excuse me, 25-minute increments. So I will be putting multiple videos up. Figured, 25 minutes seems like enough for someone to sit around and watch if they're interested in these kind of things. So we'll see how it works from there. There is DLC for this game. I figured I would finish the game up first before I decided to get into the DLC. I'll have to look at the release date on this game. It said 2020, but I'm not sure exactly when it came out. But I found it, I liked it, or liked what I saw, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Gives me something to get that Diablo itch until Diablo 4 comes out, because I played enough Diablo 3. I'm looking for something a little different. Or not a little different, but something new. Diablo 3 is a good game, don't get me wrong. But been playing in a lot of the different seasons over the years, and well, they don't really interest me too much anymore. Ow! Actually, I heard pretty good. I already cleansed this one, didn't I? Yes. So with those shrines, you get these devotion points. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can do. Like, these are extra stats that you can get putting a point into these. When you finish them, you get these affinities, which I am not overly sure what the affinities are for, but like I said, still kind of new in the game. And I'm pretty sure that you can switch classes on the fly, which is kind of a cool idea. Kind of like that, so you don't really have to create a new character to start a new class. I like that. Because I will tell you, as fun as it might be sometimes, the whole grind to 1 to 70 in Diablo was, well, a grind. The way the skill system works is a little different. Holy crap, when I level up again, which should be shortly, well, I guess I could go in there and look into it now once I clear these out. Kind of go over the skill system real quick. So with the skill system, you get points every time. Hey, I got some available right now. So you can either put points into your class itself, which will unlock skills, and then each skill has its own points, and the more you put in, of course, it levels it up. I'm trying to get the ones that are good, so the basic shot with the explosive strike, with the 2 buffs that I have going on right here. So when I get to the 20th on this, I can start using the new buffs, but as of right now, we're just going to stick with this kind of stuff. So I want to go ahead and get this up to that. The next level will bump that, and we'll probably be too far off to get that to max. And once I get these 2 to max, I'm going to start putting more points into the actual class to get further in, because I'd like to get some of this stuff too, because it helps with damage. But it's pretty cut and dry, simple kind of stuff, but it's fun. It allows you to really just concentrate on the skills that you want, instead of, okay, I unlocked that skill at level 14, but then it's no longer useful because you unlocked another skill at level 20. do have buffs into my weapons and armor, which that's another topic in itself that I'll probably go over in the video after this one. It's a Mismer. That is a hero enemy. And he's being oh shit, not coming around from the side of the wall. Now, you do have melee classes and magic classes. I have always kind of enjoyed the range classes like the Demon Hunter or the Rangers or stuff like that. And I've played a lot of DPS classes in the past with different games. And they're fun, but I think what really pulled me into a range type class was when I played 2 Human, and you had a commando class in 2 Human, and that one, man, did that class get broken as you got higher up. Like, literally, you could kill off mobs of enemies before your other teammates could even get to them. And it was just kind of broken. But I really enjoyed playing the class, so I've kind of delved in the other classes. I'll probably go through each one of the classes as I play this game. This is probably going to be a pretty long-running series since there's so many damn classes. And there's a DLC that adds another class, but I'm going to be playing it, and if I'm going to be streaming it, I guess I'll upload it. I have had a YouTube channel for a while, but I haven't really done anything with it. There's a couple of videos from my olden times, a couple of Dragon Ball Fighter videos when I was new to that game. There's some old Need for Speed stuff in there during the drift stuff. I enjoy drifting and racing. So I do some fighting games, but not a whole lot right now. Do some first-person shooters. Right now I am playing Dusk and Medieval, which are, you know, some old throwbacks to games that I used to play when I was a teenager. You know, I'm an old man. When I was a teenager in the 90s and played on, you know, played PC, you know, Doom was one of my first experiences with role-playing games, or not role-playing games, I'm sorry, first-person shooters, where that I really got into. Like, I played Wolfenstein before Doom, but it was at a buddy's house. It was just a shareware, so played it for a little bit. I enjoyed it, but Doom was what really took it off, and I did a lot of things with Doom. Used to do some WODs when I was a teenager with Doom, creating my own maps and stuff. I never really went into it too hardcore, but it was fun just tinkering around with things. You know, changing animations out to making the super shotgun fire without reloading. So it was, you know, almost like a rapid fire super shotgun, which was just broken in itself. You know, it's already powerful enough. When you take out the reload animation and it fires as fast as the chain gun, well, you're going to do some damage. And of course, you know, if you're going to be doing a weapon like that, you're already modding it, you might as well make it to where you didn't use ammo. So, yeah, unlimited ammo, rapid fire, super shotgun. It was one of my first mods that I ever did with a game. I'm not really into the modding scene. It's not like I won't use them, but as far as creating them, that's not something that I'm really going to get into. I don't really have the time. I do have a full-time job that keeps me pretty busy. This is just stuff that I do when I get home from work, and well, I play video games. And I just recently built a pretty decent computer, so I figured I've always wanted to get into this a little bit more, but it was just a little tough with the stuff that I had. Now it's not so much. I guess I need to go up in this area. Alright, so Veteran's not so bad once I put my buffs on. Those buffs are definitely worthwhile. And they do stack. I was a little worried about them stacking. So with the buffs I've got going on, we've got the Flamed Touch, which gives you all this other little good stuff here and there. Fire damage, lightning damage, burn damage, electrocute damage, and offensive ability. And stacked together with Vindictive Flame gives you, more skill recharge, which I'm not really using the skills right now. We'll get into that later as I unlock more. More physical damage, more fire damage, a lot more fire damage. Total of, your total speed, or, yeah, your speed goes up. I'm pretty sure it's my armor that I have that gives me my fire rate. So, fire rates. Okay. So right now my damage per second is 1303, which is, that's pretty respectable. But I do have things that give me better fire rate, and they do have different guns. I mean, this is a rifle. They do have shotguns and pistols and crossbows. Level up. Alright, level up a lot faster than I thought I would. But they also have, your shield, your board and sword, shields and swords, and cleavers and claymores, and, you got all kinds of different things. Like, this is it's a repeater. I wonder how, look at the, see, but the attacks per second aren't that more than the one that I have, but the damage per second is way down. But it's also, mine's a rare weapon that's got a bunch of different stats on it. So the attack speed, casting speed doesn't really too much to me right now. And then I got a little buff on it for the Searing Amber. You get these little things that you can throw into your weapons and armor, and they give you extra little, like the lodestone can go into your weapon, shields, and caster offhands, and it gives you that. It also can grant you new skills depending on which one. Yeah, some of them grant you skills. Quite a few of them grant you skills, actually, which will allow you to use something else on your item bar. But that weapon has to be equipped in your hand. So you can swap weapons. So I have a swap. This is an old gun that I have, but it allows me to use the ice spike if I want, but I don't have it put on my toolbar because I wasn't using it. It's just, it's okay in the beginning, but it's no longer that powerful. I'm gonna watch it. Throw like a Molotov up there just to get some damage on the ground. Oh yeah, I leveled up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that. One more point for that. We'll all be locked out of these. I'm not really using the Molotov or Blackwater cocktail, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really using that too much, so I haven't really put any points into that. I don't see really it's too useful because I'm killing enemies so fast that it's just really not doing a whole lot. So I don't really use it too often, because with these, which one? This one? Or is it the, yeah, okay, so the Explosive Strike. So what this does is it inflicts harm by nearby enemies. So if they're grouped up, it's doing damage to everything. So I'm using that instead of the Molotov, and it seems to work a lot better. Definitely does a pretty decent AoE. Huh. This is a pretty big map. So the dungeons here are actually, this is probably one of the first actual dungeons that I've been in that wasn't a tutorial dungeon. And, well, it's pretty sizable. Scrap is for things you can do for blacksmith and the inventor and just, oh crap. You do have potions, just like in Diablo. Well, more like old school Diablo. They don't recharge. You have to pick them up. So they're like the old school Diablos. Unlike Diablo 3 where the potion recharged. Which I kind of prefer the non-rechargeable potions that you have to buy or collect because, well, as scummy as it might sound, you can spam them. Oh, that thing's doing some damage. Now, I will use the Molotov if I'm going to retreat and there's a mob. I will throw it in there just to do some extra damage. But as far as actual, like, as of right now, I mean, hell, you know, as enemies get stronger and harder to kill, then having the extra damage over time would be very helpful. But as of right now, it's not doing a it's not doing a whole lot. Holy crap! Oh, there's one more thing I needed to add into when I leveled up. Okay, so as you level up, you've got your physique, cunning, spirit, which, you know, they do different things, you know, health and health regen, and physical damage, pierce, and spirit and magical damage. But it also, these are the things that you need to have to equip certain items as well, so. I think I should probably fill it with spirit. So having them rounded out might not be the best of ideas, depending on what kind of armor and weapons you want to use. So, of course, you know, with the heavier items, you'll need physique. Cunning is more for more as an overall. Of course, spirit is for your real magical items. And I am lost. How do I get up there? I need to get back over here. Because there is the boss. I'm guessing that's the boss right there, the little skeleton, or the skull. Because I'm right there. So we need to go this way. Go through there. There's always something that won't allow you to get through it because, you know, it's just how it works. So, well, if I'm seeing enemies, that means I haven't been here before, so that's always a good sign. Alright. Just clear these guys out real quick. Need to change that, okay. Alright, so, well, that was the introduction to this. So, we're going to pick it up in another part real quick. So, hope you guys enjoyed. We will pick it up again in the next one.